Today I'm going to talk a little bit about emotional health and its importance in everyday life. I'll talk a little bit about positive conversation. I'll talk a little bit about what affects it and how you can improve on it. Simply defined, emotional health is a way of understanding your own emotions, the ability to manage them, an ability to understand other people's emotions and relating to them, and the ability to adapt to other people's emotions, to situations, and be healthy. It's a concept very closely linked to mental well-being. Studies have found that success seems to be more related to good emotional health and well-being, and not necessarily to what's popularly thought of as being related to intelligence. And some people consider that intelligence and success often leads to emotional well-being. However, the contrary is true. It's good emotional well-being that leads to success, that leads successful people on their path to better lives. One tends to think of intelligence as something that's been stable right from the time you're born, and more or less there's very little that can change your intelligence. You are as intelligent at 60 or 70 as you are when you are 20s and 30s. However, emotional intelligence is a unique type of intelligence, and emotional health is unique because it can be developed, it can be worked on, and it can be improved. The advantages, as I said, are numerous. There are many ways in which you can work on an emotional health. Role of positive attitude, positive conversation, and positive outlook is often underestimated and understated in emotional health. So how can you develop emotional health, or how can you improve on it? There are many ways in which you can do it. One of them is by thinking about your situation, thinking about your current situation and also about the people around you. Having a vision, developing a vision, having a goal to work towards often gives you a path to success. People often look at obstacles and think of them as difficulties. One way to improve your emotional health is by looking at obstacles as pathways to success, as stepping stones on which you can step and go forward. That's one of the habits of emotionally healthy people. They also tend to look at difficulties and challenges as something that's part and parcel of their lives. And once you surrender to the vagaries of normal life, once you surrender to the fact that there will always be challenges, there will always be problems, and it's up to you to surmount them, you tend to get less worried and less stressed about those situations. You will notice often that successful people also often are givers. They are philanthropists, they are volunteers, they give a lot to the society. Giving to others is one way in which you can improve your emotional health. It takes enormous courage to give when you're not sure about the future. That is what builds resilience. To add on, what else can you do to improve your emotional health? Apart from giving to others, apart from philanthropy, apart from community service, you can be grateful for what you've got. People who are more grateful for what they've got seem to be more content. They seem to be filled with a lot more positive emotions. I'll come to positive emotions and negative emotions a little bit later. There are things you can also do to enhance your self-esteem, to enhance your sense of self-importance and self-worth. Learn a new hobby, learn a new skill, learn a new art, take interest in music, take interest in arts. It could be a science project, it could be something that you've never done before. Things like that enhance your sense of self. People have always known this, and it's important to emphasize the role of not just mental health but physical health as well. The World Health Organization has defined well-being as being a state of good mental, psychological, and social well-being. I would like to add spiritual to that as well. India is a very religious country, but religion and existentialism both have a role to play in importance of mental and physical and social well-being. We talked a little bit about positive and negative emotions. I'll tell you a little bit about that. Well-being and emotional health is often related to more outpouring of positive emotions. Positive emotions like joy, happiness, contentment, gratefulness, enthusiasm, dynamism, as opposed to people who seem to be struggling with their emotional health, who seem to have more sadness, anger, anxiety, distrust, lack of confidence, lack of enthusiasm, laziness are some that come to mind. So, hopefully, with this, you should be able to look at your own emotional health, look at how you feel, what you feel, look at ways in which you improve it, improve your self-confidence, improve your thinking, and that in turn would help you understand other people better, would help you adapt to difficult situations better. If you look at every surmounting obstacle as a stepping stone and deal with it positively, if you accept things for the way they are, if you take gratitude in what you've got, if you keep your enthusiasm and dynamism alive, you will find yourself in a better place and hopefully in a better emotional health.